This is the new OnePlus 13. Recently we had the launch of the successor to the fan favorite, which was the OnePlus 12, and now we have the OnePlus 13. Now let's go over how good it is, and today I'm gonna focus mostly on the camera setup of this smartphone. But really quickly, I still wanted to go over what this phone has because it's incredible how good it is. And while the OnePlus 12 has been the flagship killer, I feel like the OnePlus phone at the moment is more like a flagship than a flagship killer. It has become a flagship phone. First off, we have a beautiful AMOLED display, which is a 6.82 AMOLED display. It's super sharp with amazing color rendition, contrast, and overall looks. And on the phone, we actually have a in-display fingerprint sensor, as you can see, and this is an ultrasonic sensor. As you can see, it's super easy, fast, and reliable. Also, the screen is an LTPO kind of a screen, so it can go from 1 to 120 Hz display depending on the usage. So if you're gaming, it can go all the way up to 120, but maybe if you're on a static page, it can go all the way to 1 Hz, meaning that the battery is gonna last longer and also is just better for different style of usage. Another key feature of the OnePlus 13 is the processing that it has. It has the Snapdragon 8 Elite on board, meaning that is the newest and greatest Snapdragon chip that we have available. Essentially, you can play all the modern games, the highest of settings, and it can go through any task that you have for it. So it's amazing, blazing fast in everyday situations, as well as for gaming or other high-intensive processing that the phone might have to do. So it's the top of the line in terms of processing power. It also is packed with a 16 GB of RAM. But what is really making this OnePlus 13 incredible is its battery. Not only is it a 6000 mAh battery, it's also able to be charged in 100 watts. So it's gonna be a really quick charge, and also because the battery is bigger, it's gonna last longer. That's not the only thing. The composition of the battery makes it much better in terms of lasting for much longer. So essentially, you can easily take it for 2 days and still have battery in it. This is a really nice next generation feature that I would say on the smartphone. Not only is super fast to be actually charged with a nice 6000 mAh battery, and now we also have a different composition for the battery, meaning that it lasts much longer than it was in the years before. So this definitely feels like the next generation of a true 2025 smartphone. And to add to this, we also have a 50-watt wireless charging. And for the OnePlus 13, you can actually get a case that has the wireless charging capabilities. And this one is actually feeling and being like a wood, so you can have a wooden case on it and still have the wireless capabilities. But also in the box you get the, the plastic case if you want it. And the OnePlus 13 is based on the Android 15, so it's the newest iteration of the Android system. Just from all of these features, this feels like a true 2025 flagship phone. Top of the line spec sheet and hardware and overall performance. And the battery is just incredible compared to what we had in the last couple of years. And then we come to a point where I feel like it is the worst part of this phone, and while it's not horrible by any means, it isn't as good as the competition, which actually is the cameras. So the cameras on the OnePlus 13, well, we had the Hasselblad collaboration, but as a collaboration like the Xiaomi's with Leica or the Vivo with Zeiss, I feel like this one isn't as good as the other two. So on the back we have the triple camera setup, and we have a triple 50 megapixel camera sensors, the main being the Sony Litia T808, and it's a pretty nice sensor in itself. Then we have the 50 megapixel ultra wide angle lens and a 50 megapixel telephoto lens. On paper is not a bad composition, and even the Hasselblad branding on the side. So you would think that it's gonna be something like the other competitors in the flagship categories. Unfortunately, from our testing, we didn't really feel that spark in the photos. It isn't bad. I don't know what you think is horrible or is bad, but compared to other competition like the iPhone 16 Pro Max, the Xiaomi 14 Ultra, or the Vivo X200 Pro that we tested recently, this didn't really have that spark to it. Not only there isn't many more modes in terms of color grading of the photos, it also didn't have that pop to it. It just didn't feel as good as other phones. So it isn't bad by any means, it just didn't have that extra flair to it. In my opinion, the photos turned out to be a little bit bleak, didn't really have that, special feel to them. Sometimes a camera can be a little bit more creative and a little bit more spicy, but also it can be a little bit more realistic or unrealistic, where this just felt like it didn't have that special, touch to it. Every camera is gonna be different, but this one just felt a little bit, empty. It didn't feel too much of its personal style. And overall, the performance of the cameras, both the ultra wide angle lens, the telephoto lens, and the main camera lens, didn't really have any major strengths compared to competition, but keep in mind they were pretty good. So if someone is looking for this phone for the specs that it has and not really looking for the cameras for the photos, I would say it's an incredible phone. But if you're really looking for the best camera performing smartphone, the OnePlus 13 might not be the best pick. Really quickly, I wanted to mention, if you are enjoying the music in this video and want to create your own videos, check out the link down below for audio. It is a website with copyright-free music for your YouTube videos. And thanks to this, you can monetize your channel. They offer plenty of high quality music. And they even have AI features to help you find the perfect music for your videos. If you're interested in audio, check out the link down in the description. And now let's get back to the video. And in terms of video, it felt a little bit the same way. You can shoot in 8K in 30 frames per second, and also you can shoot in 4K 60 frames per second. But once again, I just felt like it wasn't anything that would be better than the competition. It was pretty nice and pretty good for a phone like this, but I feel like there's different better choices if you're looking for a better video camera on your smartphone. And also, I couldn't find any log formats in the video department. So I feel like the camera, while it has this Hasselblad collaboration, I still feel like it is the worst part of the smartphone. But like I said, it's not bad per se, it's just average compared to the flagships of 2024 and 2025. One thing you're gonna notice in photos and videos is the inconsistency between the different lenses. Essentially, if you take a photo with a wide, medium, or a telephoto, it's gonna look different. The colors are gonna be way different, temperature, and also the details. So it's something that I wish was a little bit different. I would rather have it be more consistent across all of the lenses. So while I was excited to test it out, I just feel like the one thing that I wanted to test the most turned out to be not as good as the other parts, where the rest of the phone just seems to be incredible. In my opinion, the OnePlus 13 is a phone that is probably made best for those that want the top of the line hardware in terms of usability, daily usage, and a pretty good camera that maybe isn't as good as the competition, and maybe the camera isn't the most important part for you in the phone. And I'm sure if you had it and you were not comparing it to others, you'd be happy with it. But in my case, I am comparing it to others, and I just feel like the phone as itself, the way it feels, the way it's built, the way it's actually performing and how good it is, it's incredible. And it's a true feeling of like a next-gen performance, especially with that battery. It's incredible. I was just a little bit missing out on the camera. So this is gonna be my little bit of but in this case. So if this is something you can live with and the photos and videos you have seen in this video are good for you, I would definitely say that it's good and you can enjoy the phone, especially with the hardware that it has. But if you want the best of the best in terms of camera on your smartphone, I would consider looking at the competition before making the choice. Overall, I was able to get this unit from TradingShenzhen. Thanks to them, this video is possible. They send it out for testing. If you would like to see the OnePlus 13 and maybe get one for yourself and maybe get a better price for it, check out the link down below for TradingShenzhen, where I get this unit from for testing. And a very big thank you to TradingShenzhen for letting me use this phone and testing it out, seeing how I like it. With that being said, the OnePlus 13 is an incredible smartphone for 2025, with a little bit of a but on the end. But if you have any more questions about the OnePlus 13, let me know in the comment section down below. With that being said, that is going to be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video once again, and I'll see you next time.